Hey guys, and welcome to episode 20 of Ashcraft. In this episode, we're going to be solving a problem that I recently ran into, and right below me right now is the farm we made yesterday, or, the last episode, and this is my giant pumpkin farm. So, it works very well for making pumpkins, but that's about it. And recently, between this episode and last, I actually built a wood farm, which you can kind of see down there. I'll go down there and quickly look at it, though. Now, this farm is not perfect at all. It was designed by mostly me. I just kind of put together some stuff from old tree farms that I've seen, kind of combine them. And as you guys can see up here, I'll run forward a little bit. There's a dispenser that dispenses bone meal and some nylium, and that just makes it all grow, and then takes an output and TNTs whenever the tree grows up. And this means you can basically do this without having a player to stand here. It works without it. And for some reason it broke. Did a torch break? Yep, I don't know how that keeps happening, because it's completely surrounded by other things, but we should be able to see an example of it working. So at some point I'll push some wood out, and that wood should explode. It does take a little while sometimes. Got it, bone, we should be fine. And sometimes it doesn't work either. You can see there's a mushroom over there. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now that'll get exploded. Whoop. And some damage, but as you can see, the wood goes down there, and it ends up in these hoppers. And hoppers, I have a sorter system that takes all of the bone meal blocks. Skeleton must have died in there, and they all go into the composters and go right back into the system. So any blocks that can be composted will be composted, and then the blocks that aren't, that the wood comes down here. And as you can see, I've got quite a bit on me right down here, and up here I've got some as well, right there. So I can actually throw it all in the same box so we can see how much we've gained, and it's a ton. But the problem with this is it uses so much bone meal, which originally I was just gonna power it with some that I bought. I bought some bone meal blocks from PoopHead, because he and MrBouzouki have a shop that sells it, and I bought 3 stacks and a blocks, which is a full shoulder box of bone meal, and that lasted like 15 minutes tops maybe, and it's just insane because I'm currently taking like 99% of the output from the pumpkin farm. As you can see, the minecart travels over there, dumps everything up there, and then comes back here. It goes back down here first, and it picks up some pumpkins, which it doesn't get all of them, but it gets quite a few. And then it goes back here, goes down there, gets the stuff from the trees. You can see it has pumpkins and other bits inside of it, which it then goes and drops off up here at the top, which, as I said earlier, has some composters on it, and they all fuel it out. And you can see I've actually brought some pumpkin boxes from the farm itself, so I can just get those instantly bone mealing. But this farm uses so much bone meal that I don't have enough for my pumpkin farm itself. It does not produce pumpkins fast enough to fuel this farm. So we're gonna have to find an alternate bone meal source this episode, just because we need more. This farm is really powerful, but it's not powerful enough apparently. Alright, so let's go do some testing in creative, and I guess we should try to find a type of farm that can actually be cost effective for this kind of thing. And everything keeps getting destroyed on this side. I know we can't avoid it because the TNT's right there, but it's getting kind of annoying. Like, am I supposed to just put obsidian here? It doesn't make sense. And oh, it broke the dispenser. Oh, this hasn't happened. This ran all night long. I didn't do that. Well, we're gonna need to go get some more obsidian, I think, to build this out of. Or we can try to find a different design, but I like this as a design so far. It's worked well for me for the most part. It almost looks as if the TNT launched backwards, which is possible, but I didn't think it was because I put some delay on the top. It's kind of weird. Alright, so the farm's up and running again, but for now we just need to get a reliable source of bone meal, because as you can see, it's actually working pretty well right now, which is pretty darn cool. We just got a ton of wood in a very short period of time. I don't know what was going on there. Alright, so let's go try to find a better bone meal source, because this farm design works. We just need some more obsidian for reinforcing some of the redstone and stuff, and maybe putting some down here so this doesn't explode as well, because that's kind of a pain. Alright, so I actually switched it off for now. So I'm going to go into a creative world and try to design a farm that can actually work to make us bone meal, because we need a ton. And we actually have quite a bit of resources right now because of this wood farm. Like, wood's one of the most commodity resources on the server because there's no real wood farms yet that I know of that I can make, and I have one now, which is awesome. Because mining this much wood would take me like an hour, maybe, I'm not sure. But it's awesome because I don't have to do that. And I have most of the other resources that I need, so let's go design something in creative. Now, I've seen online that most zero-take farms are broken, like sugarcane and other things that made it pretty darn easy to get, I see here, to get bone meal, because you could just make a simple farm with sugarcane and just pour it into a composter, and you get a ton. But nowadays, it's not really a thing anymore, so we're going to have to see if we can find a design for just a bone meal farm that will produce more bone meal than we put into it. Alright, so after a little bit of testing and a lot of thinking, I guess, I don't know, I'm finally done making a design that I think works. I'm not really sure. It looks like it's still leaking bone meal right here, so I'll just cover that completely up. I'm not sure if this works. It's a very high chance it doesn't. It looks really ineffective. I think it is really ineffective. But on the other hand, these don't really need to be there, but they can be. So what's going on here is there's bone meal being fed into the system. There's a minecart going around and picking it all up, and then bringing it over here, and then it's all composted, as you guys can see, and then turned into bone meal, and then sent straight back into the system. So what I would think I would do, just to make sure it works, is just let it run for a while, and if it ever runs out of bone meal, then yeah, but otherwise, I'm thinking about just trying to find a skeleton farm on the server, and it's not a skeleton farm, a skeleton spawner, and then just AFKing there for a long time, because that would be another option. Alright, so I think I'm actually just going to go and make a skeleton farm, because that's just a skeleton farm. It's better, more efficient, etc. I would love it if there's zero-take farms, but I think they're all broken. Alright guys, so after some thinking and some looking around at different designs, and by reading stuff on Reddit, I found that the most effective way to get gunpowder is through a big pumpkin or bamboo farm. But so I'm just going to stick with what I have. Now, as you guys saw down there, the way I have it set up is not the most effective way of doing it. Oh wait, that's the wrong way. Wait. As I was trying to say, the way I have it down here, there's no composters necessarily coming out of the system. So what I was thinking about doing is removing all the hoppers in this entire farm and replacing it with minecart hoppers, and doing that alone would save me a ton of hoppers for future things, and it would make it cheaper to rebuild this farm again, or to upgrade it. But on the other hand, I already did it, so I don't know, because there is some backup, I think. Let's go take a look. So I think it's backing up slightly back here, so, or maybe not. Doesn't look like it, but down here it definitely is. There's not 100% of the pumpkins are not going straight to the bone meal, so I think what I'm going to do is try to get a better bone meal output from this by putting all the pumpkins from this farm into bone mealers. And I'm going to do most of this off camera because it's going to be kind of techie stuff with redstone and other things. So when I get back, I'll show you guys what I got done, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next clip. And after a lot of testing, I found the answer to the bone meal problem. Melons and pumpkins mixed together apparently grow faster than normal, and I learned this in my last video when Hippo and Pen, both of them, commented that I should mix melons into it, and I did, and it's working much faster now. And as you can see, I put rails in here too, just because it collects faster and doesn't clog up as badly anyway. And yeah, now I got the system where I got some unloaders here when they drive in, and then we can watch it happen. And then it all gets transferred into bone meal, which I eventually want to just put this straight into the farm. But the thing is, I don't know how much longer I need that farm to run, so let's wait for a second. It should only be a second until one of them comes back. You can kind of see him moving back there. Unless one of them got stuck, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, there is one stuck back there. Okay, well, that's one problem, I guess. Let's go get that one unstuck. Now this happens, they have enough to get through on their own, but every once in a while they actually just get stuck because, like a spider walks through there or something, and that's a really big pain in the butt, or like a baby zombie. So I think I'm going to have to block it off better, but for now it's fine the way it is. So as you can see, we actually got some stopped here now, and they're unloading all their stuff. You can see the composters are going. They're about to empty out by the looks of it, and they're making bone meal, which is awesome. So here comes the other one as well. So, and as soon as they're empty, I'll use this one as an example. It should leave as soon as it empties out, which is about now-ish. Oh, the hopper has to empty out too. And there we go, and then it goes back on to collect more items, which is awesome. So then normally, what I've been doing is I've been taking the bone meal and putting it into the tree farm, and you might notice that there's a lot more obsidian there than normal, and that's because I got tired of it blowing up, so I just slapped down a ton of obsidian, and now it works, so I don't have any complaints there. So if you ever have TNT problems, just make it covered obsidian, and it works again. So nothing back here ever breaks anymore, which is awesome. I can just keep throwing bone meal into it, and it'll just keep working, which is cool. So, as you can see, it's actually running right now, which should be running right now anyway. Did something go wrong back here? We're missing a lot of redstone back here. Holy cow, there used to be a hopper system there. Oh wow, okay, well we're gonna have to go get some more resources to fix that then. That's weird. Alright, it should be working now. Yeah, that's about right. So then you can see this TNT that falls, and that should explode. And then it breaks the wood falls down, and I think I already showed you guys this part. So everything down here is actually functioning right now. Maybe next episode or the episode after, I'm gonna make an automatic channel system for the bone meal to go straight to the farm. But for now, I think we're gonna do something else. Just having this farm running for a little bit, I managed to gain a ton of warped logs, and we got even more down here, a ton of wood, and this is awesome because I always need wood. Just building this farm was expensive, and yeah, so we got a ton of wood, and I'm actually gonna go start selling it at the joint shop between me, Hippo, Poophead, yeah, that's it, and we all kind of agreed on a price of 2 diamonds, well, 2 stacks of log per diamond, which is a pretty good price. So I'm gonna go throw this down on the ship, and hopefully we get some sales. Alrighty, so here we are. It looks like we still got leather and pork chops, but none of them have sold yet, which is kind of weird, but yeah, it's fine. So there's warped logs, they're up for sale, and I'm probably gonna go, well, warp stems, I guess, but they're basically warped logs, that's what I call them. So it should even out to, yeah, because it'll even out to being an equal sale, so hopefully people buy from that. Hopefully, yeah, I'm gonna take the sign because nothing really was useful on it, and make a little advertisement on here. Alright, there we go. Now we can move on to the next thing of the episode. Alright, now it's time for the second project of this episode, and that is to build a basalt generator. And possibly a cobblestone generator at the same time. We'll see. I kind of want to get both. So, if you did not know, basalt forms when lava flows next to blue ice, and basalt is a really good looking building block. I really like it. So, I would like a lot of it, and it's not hard to build a generator. The problem is that it has such a high blast resistance that you need to have a pretty active TNT dispenser for it. So, I was planning on using the one that we have for the the warp stem farm, which is what I'm gonna do still, but we're just gonna have to be careful with how we do it. So for now, I'm gonna build a design with this that can generate a lot of it, and then yeah, we'll go build it on the server. Alright, so here is the pretty simple basalt generator, and you can see if I break it all, then it just keeps on going. And this is pretty simple. I could just keep expanding it, but I'm happy with how this is, so we'll just end up building this, and it'll lead right into the TNT duper that we have currently, and then hopefully we'll have a second water stream for all of this to be collected. And the way I've decided of how we're going to stop it from continuing, so it doesn't push underneath the TNT and blow itself up or something, is it'll just be really far back, so that way it can only go 12 blocks anyway, so it'll automatically stop there, the TNT will explode it, it'll fall into the water stream, and voila, we got a basalt farm. Alright, so I'm going to start digging out the mandatory area that we're going to need over here, which is going to go pretty far back. I don't remember if we built anything over there, hopefully not, because I need a lot of room. And all the basalt will be pushed in this direction straight into the TNT duper, which will break it. Ow. So, yeah. Alright, there should be enough space. I don't see why I need any more. So, let's get straight to it. Let's get building the generator. So, I think we might need to build a little bit higher because it's gonna have to get pushed directly. I don't really want it to go too low either. Alright, so I built this like 2 blocks too far back. As you can see, it needs to go a little bit farther forward. We'll do 3 blocks forward, so right there, I'll say. And on a side note, Mr. B, who's currently online, he just outpriced us in what we're selling right now. He's selling warp stems at 3 stacks for a diamond instead of 2 stacks. What? Well, I've definitely got the wood to try to outsell him. I'm gonna go change the prices. I'm getting like really bad flashbacks right now. Hopefully this goes better than before. Alright, I'm now selling warp stem for 4 stacks of diamond because he has 3 stacks of diamond. And I do have quite a bit of warp stem, so I'm pretty confident that nobody will need this much wood, so I might as well sell it that much. Let's check some sales over here as well. It doesn't look like I have much sold right now. We might as well check anyway. Alright. Oh, we did sell something here. Hey, got a diamond block, 2 diamonds, 1 nether rack, because why not? Awesome. And we still got stuff in stock as well, so I don't have to restock anything right now. Cool. So let's go bring this home, I guess. Yeah. Alright, and now hopefully Mr. B doesn't raise the prices again, because then I'll be screwed. Alright, now let's fix this. Alright, it officially works, and the Basalt is now going. The only problem with this farm currently is that the TNT duper works on a set basis for the wood farm, not for the Basalt farm. So I'll only get Basalt when I'm getting wood as well. So but that's okay. I'm not gonna need a lot of Basalt. I just kind of wanted an extra farm for it. So yeah, that's done now. And so now that we've gotten wood and Basalt going, I think I'm gonna start work on design for a pumpkin farm of even bigger proportions than this one is. Because let's face it, we don't have enough pumpkins. I would love to be able to channel the bone meal directly from here into the tree farm, but reality is that I can't do that because it doesn't produce enough bone meal. It can only run about 50% of the time, and if I'm going to be going into competition with Mr. B, then I need more wood. And honestly, I could use more wood as it is. Like, I'll never have enough wood. So, let's even take a look at the gunpowder right now. There's none in there. You can see it's chewing it up through it really fast. Down there it's actually empty right now, which is not good. So that's something we need to fix. So I think what we're going to do is, I saw Mumbo Jumbo, if anybody, and you guys watch him, he's a YouTuber. You must have seen him. But anyway, he made recently in Hermitcraft video, he made a pumpkin farm and melon farm that just looked amazing, and it was flying machine based, so I could just build a humongous melon pumpkin farm without having to do the top layer and only having to do some of the bottom layers. And honestly, it looks like an awesome design, and I would love to try building something like that myself. So yeah, I figured I'd go try to design some stuff. Of course, while I'm designing things, I'll be AFKing right here next to the wood farm, so yeah. So that way we get more wood. And Basalt now, I keep forgetting about the Basalt. Alright, after a quick just look at his video and trying to build this based off of it, I think I've done, oh wait, I missed one block. There, okay. I don't know if that's actually gonna affect anything. Let's just, no. Alright, test 2, let's see if it works. Bam. Yeah, that looks about right. And then it gets to the end. I don't know what it's supposed to do when it gets to the end. Does it just bounce back? No, but if I power this, will it? There we go, so, alright, that's awesome. So that means, that makes this pretty easy for me actually. So, if you don't know what it's doing, it's picking up and setting down the slabs that will be sitting above the pumpkins. Now, I'm relatively sure they're like every other block or something, so we'll just do that quick, and I think we should see kind of an example here of what it's doing, maybe. So yeah, you can see it's pushing down and picking up all of the slabs, and that will break every pumpkin and melon that's in the underneath it. It did miss the first one, so that means we just gotta send it from slightly farther back. But this is genius. I congratulate him for building this. And of course, I'm pretty sure it's tileable, so yeah. Alright, so now we can see if this actually works, if it is tileable. And I forgot more things, why? And this is why I'm not a redstone YouTube channel. Oh wait. Alright, so here's a final test. As you can see, we got this whole thing built. So now, if I activate... I don't know how I'm gonna do this, actually. Actually, I have an idea. So, what we have to do is activate all of these, well, the top, some of these back line all at once. Actually, no, we have to activate these, because these back ones, they just, pick up the blocks, don't they? Yeah, so this just won't work. Yeah, it won't. Alright, now this should work, so time for the real test. Bam. And it'll just push up and pull back up every single slab. Alright, that's awesome. And then it should just stop, right? Epic. So now if I get some redstone, I think I can just send it back by just powering the redstone. If I power these obsidian blocks, this might work. I'm not sure if it does. No, okay, so I'll have to make these lamps or something, or trapdoors, but awesome though nonetheless. So this works, this design works, and I think it's infinitely expandable in either direction. And the only thing expensive about it is the observers and the pistons, the honey and slime. The honey might be expensive. I know there's a shop that sells it, and the slime is sold really cheaply at the Gnarly Ink, so it should not be a problem to build. And this is so much cheaper because I can literally expand this area right here, because these slabs, this is where the pumpkins will be growing. There's dirt underneath it, and the slabs are being pushed down to break the pumpkins. But sadly, on that note, I'm going to end this episode off. And I did just realize that we're 20 episodes in. I didn't really think about the number earlier in the episode, but 20 episodes, I think that's the biggest series I've done on this channel before. So thanks you guys for all the support, and I'll continue to make videos. I'll see you in the next episode. And next episode we're doing this pumpkin farm, by the way. A pumpkin/melon farm. So yeah, make sure to look forward to that, and I'll see you in the next episode. See ya.